Year 2022. Check.
I can still beat you, I am only down by 13 steps.
Come on, old man, there's no need to struggle.
Shit. I keep losing money to you every day. I just won 20 yuan from Lao Li and Lao Zhang this morning, and now I've lost it all to you.
I didn't had to win money from you if they were so unwilling to play with me. And it's a win-win since I can get the money and you can save face in front of them.
Yeah. But all you taught me in the last few days were useless stuff.
Oh. Then how did you win?
Alright. Let's review it again.
If you say so. The essence of the 13 strikes of the abandoned horse lies in the 6th step taken by the rook and abandoning the horse, which is a killer move that can break the opponent defense apart. I watched you play with that old man in the Wangcheg Park, his moves were very proficient. If you can learn the 13 strokes of the abandoned horse I am going to teach you within a week, beating him will be no problem.
If I can beat him in just a week, how long until I beat you?
Even if you were to live a few hundred years, you still won't be able to beat me.
You were supposed to have self-study today, why did you leave school so early?
I'm waiting for someone.
Why don't you go to a chess tournament if you're so good at chess? Didn't you say you were short on money? You can win a big prize too.
I just have memory of lots of game and strategies but doesn't make me a chess genius. Good memory doesn't mean good analytical ability. My path doesn't belong in playing chess.
Good memory? Are you referring to photo memory? I thought it was just a myth.
Mom. Look, the rain stopped. Mom.
Maybe I will die or maybe reborn. Mark it. Already. Without knowing what I was going to face, I had to be as well prepared as I could be. This. Where am I now? The knife in my hand is gone. What? 48 HRS that 2 days. It does seem like my own body, my fingerprints, and hand line can't be faked. But this dress. Maybe I traveled to another dimension, so when the countdown goes to 0, I travel to another dimension, then maybe if it hits 0 again I can go back. Although there may not be anyone to remember me even if I am gone, but it's good to have a place to go back. What kind of place will use this type of costly construction material?
Don't eat too much for breakfast or you'll look bad when you throw up.
Last night, heard there were 12 new people. It's gonna be a fun day today.
This kid don't have a single mechanical limbs, Looks like he was some lowlife out there.
New here. Do they know I am from another dimension? No, it can't be. I think they just meant that I am new to prison. But the fun that they mentioned, that might be a problem.
Ah! What is this place? I want to go home. I don't want to stay in this shitty place. I'm Huang Jishen. My dad is the chairman of the L.A. Win Group. You guys stay away from me.
Wasn't this guy my junior at Foreign Language Institute who was 1 year below me? Looks like I am not the first person to be here or the last. Is it possible that the location before the crossing is close to the location after the crossing is also close to the location after the crossing? No, not sure yet.
Stop walking. Again warning. Please stop walking. All prisoners are requested to stay where you are.
Meeting old friends in a foreign land. It does give people a sense of security, but it also becomes a burden on the person. An acquaintance might not necessarily be help, he may become a dark.
There's something interesting about this newcomer. He may be a fool.
I heard he was sentenced to 7 years for tax evasion. He didn't cry when he was brought in yesterday, but he's crying now. These days, people who dare to mess with tax collection agencies are either fools or crazy. Hey, newbie? Are you ready?
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone is trying to avoid that table? Could it be that?
Hee. These newcomers are all dumb bastards. Hey. Newbie, work hard.
Big brother. Please let me go. I will do anything, say please.
Would you like to hear what we did to a newcomer last time when he was shouting too much? Shut up. Or I will kill you right now.
Okay. We won't say anything.
Is that the warden there? No. Although he's wearing different clothes from everyone here, I can still see his inmate no embroidered on the uniform. The middle-aged man is also a prisoner, but he's something special about him.
Proceed to the dining room in an ordered line. Proceed to the dining room in an ordered line.
Gee, why's the line going so slowly today?
Hey. How's the collection you were talking about?
Well, that depends on the newcomers today.
18 drones on the ceiling and 7 at the lower floors, 10 surveillance camera and 3 robots with guns. Counting me, there are around 3,102 people here.
Let go of me. Please let me go, please.
Hurry and pull him in a cell. Don't hurt him here and watch out for the machine guards.
I know. Okay, I am not that stupid.
Don't look around. Later on. It will be your turn, be ready.
Is this food really safe for human consumption?
Just give it to me, if you don't want.
Get him before the guards see him. Stop. Wait. That direction. This kid thinks he is very smart. If he wants to rely on that person, I am afraid he is thinking too much. Let's just wait and watch the fun, and see what happens.
I know what you are up to, newbie. But we won't help you.
Kid. Give up. Who do you think that man is?
Advance the soldier by 1. This is a dead game. But I can solve it.
The bishop retreats from 5 to 7. Go on.
Really now?
The dead game is called Shiko. Red and black appear to be evenly matched, but in reality black can win with just one move. Red, on the other hand, is stuck and can be counter-attacked if he is not careful. According to the chess manual, as long as I can bait the red side, this dead game is solved. But draw doesn't exist. Soldier to third.
That will be 6 in 1.
Put rook at fourth.
The bishop from 7th to 9th.
Horse to attack rook.
Will 4 level 5.
Rook draws bishop as bait.
So the rook from 3 to 5.
Advance the soldier again. That's you bishop down.
He's still quite young but has no hesitation at all. Good. Not too many people know how to play chess these days.
Holy shit, what the hell?
Did the Lord just lost to him? No, it can't be.
I'm Lin Xiao, and that big guy is Yi Jinshi.
Help! Help me! I'm also new here, please help me, please. I'll do whatever you want me to do. My uncle is the director of Changming Company in City No 17, let me go.
Apart from the 5 top companies in the city, no other companies is worth mentioning. Even if your uncle himself was here, he would have no power here.
Counting him, they pulled 9 of the 12 new prisoners, excluding me, that is. Out of the 12, only I and the junior who was dragged away were Earthlings. But even if there were thousands of us here, it would still be a small percentage of Earth population. I don't know why, but I don't feel depressed at all when I obviously know I am imprisoned. On the contrary, I feel more alive and hopeful. On Earth it was as if I was non-existent. My father thought I was just a burden, and my mother had a new family of her own. I spent 2 Chinese New Years alone at home. If not for this backward countdown, I could rely on my good memory to maybe get in a faraway university. And then leave that house forever. But what's the point of even living like that? But this world, it's different. For me it came as a freedom from that isolated life. At least I can look forward to a very different life.
You are finally here. Well, you look it good, as the legend said. Let me introduce myself formally. I am Lu Guangyi, and Qingyan arranged for me to come in here 3 months ago. You can just call me Lu Guan.
Oh. Hello. He sounds like he know me, and what legend is talking about. And that person, he looked at me more than 21 times in the past hour. Those people around him should be the subordinates he made after coming here. According to what he said, I was brought here for a specific reason. But I think I'd better keep my distance from him, so I don't get in trouble. I don't need anything from you, so you better keep your distance from me.
No. I must help you and serve you well.
I'm in no way different from you, so you don't have to use words like serve.
No, you can use me in any way you want. I can do anything you ask, even licking you foot.
What if I have a foot fungus?
Even then I can give a dog good luck.
I can't rely on this guy with unknown origins.
This morning I was wondering why you didn't came to me first directly. It turns out that you were planning to approach Lord Li as a newcomer. That was too brilliant. If we can get Lord Li's help in this 18th prison fortress, our plans will go far more smoothly.
Lord Li Shutong, that the guy who was playing chess. But what plan is he talking about? Can't he make it more clear?
But you should also be careful, as Lord Li is like a tiger and he's very dangerous. One bad move and we might get on his bad side.
I just wanted to save myself.
I'm sorry for talking too much. So what instruction did you bring in this time?
A llama came to the south.
Boss, that boy didn't help any other newcomer.
When he was playing chess, he acts decisively. He's the type to cut his arm to save himself, let alone others.
If you play chess, no one dares to even disturb you, but he defeated you. Are you gonna play with him again tomorrow?
If not with him, should I play with you two dumb bastards?
By the way, the Guo Huchin CA Light by the Chen Group has already completed the trial process. He will be transferred to the 18th prison in a few days, then you can contact him.
I have dealt with him before. This man is not a good man, but at least he can communicate. Lin Xiao, what do you think of the teenager who collapsed this morning?
I'm thinking about for a while and feel like something is not right. It seemed like he was talking nonsense after he collapsed. But when he talked about LO Wing Group, he was pretty determined that it was all real. His identity has also been checked. Outside, he's just an ordinary school idler who dropped out in middle school. Then he followed the Black Tide organization in City 18 to do mechanical prostheses business. He was suspected of illegal robbery of mechanical prosthesis, but no evidence was found, but he was still caught for tax evasion and was sent here. All his past life can be traced. But we couldn't find anything about the City and Wing Group he was talking about.
Just keep an eye on him, maybe we can find something else on him. What's the deal with the one who played chess with me?
What? You only just finished the chess game with him, I didn't have a chance to check. But I will find all I can and tell you before lunch break. The boss is really interested. Let's see. Chess Kid, ha! Is he here too? This is the first time you come to prison. If you want to use this reader, you must first register an account with your service number. After you log in, it will display your recent reading track, bookmarks that belong to you, as well as you can set a reading habits and font size. It also has built-in artificial intelligence voice, you call its name, can help you find what you are looking for.
How can I watch the news?
You simply can't. Your reader account doesn't have internet access, not even me, but our boss has it.
It seems that Li Shudong's status in this prison is indeed quite big. Never mind. Thanks.
Then take your time. Boss, that guy. He just wanted to get close and have a chance to get along with you. I just saw that guy. Didn't even read anything carefully. Just scrolling the screen at super fast speed. He's clearly trying to impress you.
Don't be nosy and don't underestimate the desire of other to survive.
If you were to swap roles with him, you would be more eager than he is. You should to think differently.
A few minutes later.
Tell me. What was the content of the third line of the previous page?
When order becomes chaos, it is necessary to use chaos to maintain order and save the law.
He answered? I think it's just some random nonsense.
Give it to me for a sec.
Return it ASAP.
Boss. He's right.
What?
Ha ha. Good. Let's go. It's time for dinner.
Confessing one's abilities, it may be risky as it's the same as telling your enemy your secret, but it's also a good way to get attention. After all, if you want to live in this beast-like prison, you have to prove that you are more than just some random person and you can be useful.
I am back.
Show some respect in front of the boss.
The boss didn't say anything, Yi Jinsher, you are too short-minded.
Looks like you found something.
That I did, our chess boy here is clean outside. So clean that I can't even find any usual clues, but that's what makes it more interesting. His profile shows he was a high school student in City 18 whose parents died in a car accident and inherited an estate with no priors, no criminal record and no relatives. The file shows that he stole a barely adequate amount of LCDs. Did you know that more than half of the prisoners in Prison 18 are felons, usually with previous convicts' background or caught by the tax authorities? He was a burglar who shouldn't be in a place like this at all. His sentence was only 6 months. I'm afraid that's the shortest sentence in the history of Prison 18. Don't you think this is problematic, boss? and I asked someone outside. His case was disputed and he allegedly claimed that he had purchased the LCDs normally and paid for it, only the person who sold it had somehow failed to credit his words. The surveillance was suddenly broken and so he couldn't be cleared. So if the supplier retracts his testimony or the surveillance video somehow comes up, then he'll be out of the clouds in no time. You see how familiar it is? Most people who come here with an alternate job or mission to complete, they use this type of tactics. But the main thing is his surname. Ching.
The surname Ching is too special in this day and age. 5 major companies have the monopoly on almost all economical lifelines. One of them is the family named Ching. And Ching is a rare surname. So if you suddenly meet someone named Ching on the road, they would all wonder in their hearts whether the other party was really from the Ching family or was he fake.
Previously, the Ching family also sent someone named Lu Guangyi in before. This kind of thing is very easy to check. I just couldn't figure it out at that time. Why did they send such a minor character in here?
I remember that Lu Guangyi. He's been collecting people here.
Bullseye. This Lu Guangyi came in and used his mechanical and physical powers to suppress the prisoners here, as many as he can. In just 1 month, the fight between the 2 factions became a 3-faction situation. I wondered at the time, did Ching send him to unite No. 18 prison?
The Ching family knew that the boss was here, yet they still tried something.
Yes, I was also wondering if the Ching had gone crazy. To have sent such a minor character like Guangyi here to make trouble, it was not until today that I realized that he was just here to set the stage for this kid named Ching Chen. Regardless of what the Ching want to do, Ching Chen is the main person, Lu Guangyi is just an errand boy. But what are they trying to do in prison 18? If this boy is really a member of the Ching family, how can he come to Boss Li?
Chings. Huh. I think it might be time to pick the next generation of shadows.
The next generation of shadows? So, does it mean that this Ching Chen is one of the candidates? So he came here with a mission?
Such a large consortium must have both face and way of control.
The head of the family is the face while the shadows are the power. Shadow specializes in dirty work and holds a lot of power. He is the ruler of the Qing group's underground world, and no one can stop or confront him other than the family head himself. Only the selection process for each generation of shadows is as cruel as breeding of a parasite.
It looks like the Qings are going to disturb everyone's peace again.
Boss, even as this Cheng Chen is a shadow candidate, there was no need to make his identity background so clean. It's as if he has nothing to do with the wings.
Unless there is a great secret hidden in Ching Chen life. After you said that, I suddenly remembered that he looks like someone I knew. You may have never met this man, but you will sooner or later.
I'm more interested in this Ching Chen. You go and try to find something directly from him.
You like him, boss? He's one of the Qing's men tough.
I am just asking you to test him, don't do anything excessive. And isn't it more interesting to grab someone from the Qing family?
But I feel that he is not the same as us.
You have to have all kinds of people in an organization?
The tiger that holds the mountain. The visionary eagle.
The warlike wolf. An agile leopard. Loyal dog. All have their own uses and importance.
What about me, boss? Am I in the organization?
Paddling fish.
Stirring the shit out of the stick.
Please stand in a position that's according to the floor you cells at.
I stood there in the morning. How can I still remember the exact position?
Every time we see a newcomer tasered because he can't remember his position, it's hilarious.
Ha ha ha. Right.
Speaking of that, see the chess boy. After everything that happened, he still remember his position. Is he really human?
In the future you won't have to stand with them in queue. How can a person who has guts to play chess with the boss stand in a line?
The robotic prison guard didn't respond. The identities of the 3 of them are really special.
What? Please, please.
He's actually sitting with Lord Lee for dinner.
No need to be surprised to be able to play chess with the boss. You naturally has to have a special treatment. Hurry up and eat, although the food in this prison 18 is not good at all.
Please return to your respective cells in an orderly manner. Please return to your respective cells in an orderly manner.
In the morning, Li Shudong was only willing to play chess with me. How did his attitude towards me change so much after one morning? Is it because of my status in this world? Where is this place? My body should still be in my cell. Then this place, what is it? A dream. Who?
Police officer badge 27149, did you call the police? Please open the door.
This voice sounds so familiar. But why can't remember it? Strange that I am having memory problems.
Caller, please stand still and lock the door.
Who?
Police officer badge 27149, did you call the police? Please open the door. Badge 27149?
Hadn't he already gone upstairs? Then who's at the door?
Hello? Please open the door.
Who is it?
Guess, who's the real officer? Is it the one who went upstairs? Or the one who's standing outside? Which one? What is neither are real? What is your choice?
Something is stopping me from getting the knife. It's want to trap me here, forever.
What are you taking the knife for? Shouldn't you open the door first?
The countdown on my arm is still active. My heart and blood are still beating and flowing. I don't see any other way out. I have to get it.
Open the door?
I'll open it after I kill the open upstairs. After that barrier broke, all my memory came back. That policeman was Lin Xiao. I should now be in a nightmare created by Lin Xiao.
I am testing this Qing Chen, because boss asked me to. That is why I created this nightmare, double Gauss dilemma, to test his courage and resilience. I had no idea that this boy would face a crisis with the utmost ferocity and calmness. He's not a least bit scared. He has enough courage to fight against any resistance. That's what I observed. So calm and composed when he's only 17. And how was he able to pick up the knife when I clearly tried to stop him, even broke the nightmare barrier? This is clearly my turf. Right.
Lin Xiao.
Strange. It's really amazing that you managed to stay awake in this nightmare. Boss was right about you. You do have some great things in you, don't you?
Why are you doing this? I don't remember ever offending you.
I need to know what kind of person you were, since the boss thinks so highly of you. But it seems that the nightmare may not have any use now.
So, is this your some kind of special ability?
That's right. It's just like you have your photographic memory. I have my power and ability, there's nothing to hide.
A world where supreme mechanics and mystic coexist. Perhaps the reason for Li Shudong and others in prison men also related to the power they possess.
So, are you with the Qing group?
Qing group? Is this special treatment given to me because OS suspicions about my identity? Tell me first, why did the robotic guards leave you alone?
Naturally, because the boss is special enough that machine wardens don't dare to offend us, but don't change the subject, answer my question. At night, I found a surveillance video of you talking with Lu Guangyi. He was put in by the Qings and now he's so desperate to get in touch with you. I am pretty sure that you are with the Qings.
If you are so sure that I am with the Qing group, what's the point of even confronting me? Even after confirming my identity, if they still tried to contact me, then I am sure that they must have something that they want from me.
Our organization does not care about one's background. As long as you are trustable, you can join. Of course, you have to be good enough.
So, you're recruiting me, does that mean I am good enough?
Personally, I don't think that you are. To be honest, I don't think that we want the same things either. But the boss said that there need to be all kinds of people in an organization. The visionary eagle. The tiger that holds the mountain. The warlike wolf. Everyone has their own uses. As for my role, you can guess yourself.
Maybe the donkey of the organization.
The Qings arranged for Lu Guangyi to come in first to set the stage and then they send you. What exactly do you want to do? Or what is it that you are looking for?
Why don't you ask Lu Guangyi about this? I should ask Lu Guangyi, ASAP, to find what's going on.
Ha! It's okay if you don't wish to speak about it, I will figure it out sooner or later. Take a good rest, you have to play a chess game with boss in the morning.
Next day.
Boss, I tested him yesterday with the double ghost dilemma. Guess what I found? He directly took the knife and went to kill one of the two. Believe me, this kid is really cruel.
Speaking of that, you should really try to hold back. An ordinary person can easily collapse in double gout dilemma.
Don't worry, I didn't go all out in that. Kid was somehow able to escape my grasp in the nightmare.
It is really hard for an ordinary person to escape your grasp in the nightmare. It may be that the kid has a strong will.
That. Boss, I still advise you to think about it carefully. This kid Xing Chen is very cruel, he's nothing like us.
We have lost so many of our people to this cause, and even you and I are trapped in this prison. So, you have to understand, Lin Xiao, that we can't always deal with darkness with light.
Sometimes we have to use fire.
Outside the pavilion, by the ancient road, who is singing a farewell song. How can they even know this song?
Good morning. Haven't you slept properly?
And whose fault is it that I got so less sleep?
Everyone who had ever came out of the nightmare were completely exhausted both physically and mentally.
But, you.
Not only did you break free of Xiao's control, you also picked up the knife and are still standing here. That's really remarkable.
How is it possible to become so mentally strong?
Ha! It's not possible to become the way he is. But you can if you were to go my way.
His way? What kind of man is Li Shadong? What influence does he have on this world? I have no idea. If I ask directly, it will arise suspension. What is your way?
Don't get me wrong. Yi Jinshi and Lin Xiao were a little late when they met me, so they couldn't go my way.
And although I so appreciate you, that's still no enough.
Oh. Okay.
How about today's chess game? The most important thing in chess is to play with utmost focus and attention. There's no point in playing if you are not in form. I can see you're in pretty bad shape. Why don't you take a day off?
Oh, there's fun to watch again.
No need. Rook 2 steps ahead. Knight 1 step. Rook another 2 steps. General to 1 back. Horse flat straight. General 2.
He advances his rook, then blocks my retreat with his soldier and brings knights as support. It's a complete 4-to-1 kill move.
What a subtle hand, it's hard for anyone to expect this. I thought that you weren't in your best form, and it will be as if taking advantage of you if I were to play today, but
What did he defeat the Lord again?
Holy shit. Really?
Again. How's that possible? Another win, he's really something.
It doesn't matter at which place or world you are, if you can defeat a man like Lu Shutong even once in your life, it's worth it.
Damn. I wish to learn too.
What nonsense is the boss talking about?
Can I ask you a question?
As a reward for winning the game just now. Yes, you can.
Did you play the song that I heard a while ago?
What? I thought he would take this opportunity to ask something important, but he just asked about the song.
Is this the first time that you heard this song? The founder of our organization wrote the lyrics of the song.
I'm guessing that the founder of their organization was a Earth transmigrator like me. But how shameless. He said that he wrote the lyrics, huh? I wonder how long Li Shutong and others has been in the organization, and when did their founder crossed here? It's very nice. Can you sing the full song again?
I can, but even I don't know the complete lyrics of the song. There will always be something lost in that long river of time. The phrase "sometimes it's too much to leave the other side" was added by the later generation, and was not the part of the original song. No matter how good it may be, it still can't be compared to the original missing lyrics.
How about wherever you are, you will always be in my heart?
Wherever you are, you will always be in my heart. Thank you, that's a very good filler, it almost as it was the actual lyrics. It's said that our founder said lyrics of various songs that are as legendary as this one, but it's a pity that only 2 songs remains until today.
What is the name of the other song?
Canyon. However, this song is only known by its name. The current and the former generation searched everywhere but couldn't find any traces of this song lyrics.
Now I am completely sure that their founder was from Earth, but Song Canyon, Li Shutong said must be canon sang by Preacher. So if I were to find this song's lyrics to Li Shutong, in exchange maybe I can ask something that I might need. But right now the best option is to wait. No need to be so careful. Li Shutong already knows about your relationship with me and he doesn't seem to mind. And I need to rest now, you can go on with your business and don't disturb me.
I'll just say a few words without disturbing you. I don't know what to call you, so I think it's best to call you boss. I am sure you've heard of me. My father took my kidney and traded it for money, so they had to replace it with bionic ones. You father was a person I have always admired. When I heard that you noticed my ability and asked M come to this prison and prepare for your arrival, I was so happy. Don't worry. Boss I Lu Guangyi will defiantly go through fire and water for you this time, even if I die for you. But I still have a regret before I die. You know that I didn't go to school for a few years, but I envy those literate people since I was a child.
What are you trying to say?
Can you please teach me how to play chess?
Why do you want to learn chess?
Because it's cool. Isn't it awesome to defeat someone like Li Shutong who is so powerful in something?
Does winning a game to 2 really makes you look good?
Of course, if you can't beat him in a fight, it's nice to beat him in chess. I really didn't expect you to meet Li Shutong directly after you came in and also get along with him so well. Given his position in prison 18, he might know where the item you are looking for is hidden. And in the unlikely event that you are able to obtain his legacy, I'm sure that the Battle of the Shadows will be more secure.
It looks like Li Shutong fighting power is very strong and the reason that I came here was to find something. Okay. I'll teach you chess, just leave me alone.
Yes, boss.
The last 2 days have been like a dream. Meeting a few people also opened my eyes to a different world. I don't know if I will be able to come back. What? It's the same day that I crossed over. 2 days have passed in that world, but only 1 second on Earth. By the time I go back again, only a second will have passed there too. That should be the rule of travel. It's good that I don't have to explain people about my disappearance. Yes. Hello.
Hello, this is Wangqing Road Police Station. Here's the thing, your father has been detained for gathering people to illegally gamble.
What do you want me to do?
According to the Public Security Management Punishment Law, he needs to be detained and pay a fine. Please come and take care of the formalities.
Sorry, I won't be there. Please punish him as severely as you can. In accordance with the Public Security Management Punishment Law, under serious circumstances shall be punished by detention for not less than 10 days and not more than 15 days and a fine of not less than 500 yuan and not more than 3,000 yuan. Can you please give him the maximum penalty, thank you. I am the one who reported the case, I am not his son, I am Mr. Qing, an enthusiastic citizen. Bye. No message from Mom. If only I can return back to that world more sooner. I have written down all the line of the farewell song. Giving the complete song to Li Shutong involves explaining where it came from, which is a bit risky. So before giving him the complete song, I have to make sure that he's really trustworthy and can be useful to me in that world. Mingyi. Yesterday, when Mr. Du saw me skipping classes, did he say something?
Ha! What?
Nothing, why are you panicking?
Panicked? Nope. Xin Chen. What would you do if you encountered something particularly bizarre?
What do you mean? Can you be more specific?
I don't know what it is either, it's just very different.
Then just call the police.
Yes, call the police. Xin Chen, do you have someone you know at the police station?
Yes, my dad was just arrested for gambling the other night. Trial room. Mingyi, Sudden talks about bizarre things. Could it be that the countdown appeared on his arm too, maybe it invisible to others?
Holy crap. Look at this, you guys. That American basketball star Jacob gave a press conference. He says that he traveled to a world of mechanical civilization.
So it wasn't just me, people are experiencing countdowns and crossovers all over the world.
10 out of 10 buckets, he did it so easily. Is this a special effect? Is it special effect for in TV Commercial?
I accidentally found myself with a countdown on my left arm on night. When the countdown ended, I was transported to a strange mechanical civilized world. It is also the Earth, with a sun and a moon, but it seems to be a parallel universe, with a civilization that is very different from the one we live in. When I crossed over, I had this arm. It was as if I had replaced someone over there and took his identity as mine. I'm not sure how it works, but it's far stronger than I thought it would be. It's very flexible and precise. I could throw in hundreds of shots without any problem. And the reason I called the press conference was not to show off to you, at all, but to warn you, that world is not as beautiful as one might think, but rather exceptionally dangerous. I am holding a press conference here to avoid me being secretly taken away for research by government or some organization. I hereby declare my refusal to be a research subject. If I ever disappear, please everyone.
Jacob is a public figure, so having a mechanical arm would have definitely attracted attention. He knew very well that the technology in that world was far superior to that of modern times, so he was afraid that he would be taken away for research and become guinea pigs. So, he chooses to take a more radical approach. But, it might not be a good idea. It is also possible that he might be too afraid and panicked. So, he made a hasty decision. I don't know where Jacob appeared in the other world, he might not have been in a jail cell like me. I didn't manage to take the knife with me, or bring the toothbrush back with me here. It seems that the only way to bring something here from there is by embedding it with the body or hiding it within the body. An internet executive was found dead at home, and a sophisticated mechanical structure suddenly appeared on his body, which was very similar to Jacob. A certain college student claims that he has also traveled to another world, where there are not only mechanical civilizations, but also extraordinary beings beyond ordinary people. A high school student claimed that he not only traveled to another world, but also obtained the ability of awakening.
Transversing, crossing over, mechanical civilization. So, is there a chance to become immortal cultivator by crossing over?
I think the probability of crossing over is not small. Will there be students crossing over in our school too?
Maybe then someone will come to school with a mechanical limb.
I want to cross over too.
Is this what you were referring to when you said bizarre things?
I can't tell you yet, but rest assured. If I ever get the chance, I won't forget you, my friend.
Well, if you get super rich, don't forget me. Looking at Mingyi before, he was obviously frightened, and now he probably plans to become the protagonist of the world. Well, as long as he's happy. I wish you luck.
I mean, think about it. If I could travel through time, then wouldn't I be able to bring some high-tech stuff from the future and sell it at very high cost?
I don't know, it might not be as easy as you think.
You just saw they brought back the robot arm and all that. Don't worry, when I get rich, I'll treat you to a nice meal.
You don't understand. Wherever they are traveling, it might be very dangerous place. Don't just think about getting rich.
Where do you want to eat then?
What the hell is the condition for crossing? So many people have crossed over, why aren't we among them?
Probably only those who are really talented and gifted can do it.
2 points can be confirmed. The countdown for first-time crossing was 6 hours, then returned after 48 hours, and going back again takes another 48 hours. That is, everyone travels at the same time and then returns at the exact same time. Then someone came forward after seeing this incident who had not crossed before. But after 00 o'clock today, they say they can also see the countdown. They should be the second batch of crossovers. Second point. All the people who crossed over were young people, so far between age of 10 to 35.
It's only a matter of time before people pretending to have crossed over starts to gain popularity. Brother, your plastic arm is too inferior, how can you pass it off as robotic arm?
Mingyi was not the batch of people that crossed over yesterday like me, but is among the second batch that appeared early morning. Otherwise he shouldn't have been so shocked watching Jacob's press conference. There are now 2 possibilities. One is that the number of travelers is fixed and new travelers will enter when someone dies. Another possibility is that the number of travelers is expanding and will grow in the future.
This is all so cool, right?
It would be nice if there were such travelers in our school, so we could ask them more about the other world. School, traveler's son of the chairman of Win Group, Huang Jixin.
The time to tell her he's a freshman in high school.
Outside class.
Will I be able to cross too?
Then mechanical arm was so cool.
I don't know when it started. I feel like I am already different from the others. Originally, I was supposed to be part of the study hard and try to get into a good university. But now my path is. It doesn't seem to be here anymore. Hello, did Huang Jixin came to the school today?
No, I haven't seen him.
Do you know where he lives? I've borrowed something from him and want to return it.
I only know that he lives in Inrun Central Garter. I don't know where exactly.
Thanks. Huang Jix might not have made it back. It is possible that he was traumatized and went straight to madness.
Let's take a look at this geometry problem. You've lost all focus on me now. I guess I'll have to get a robot arm or something so you can listen to my lectures in peace, right?
Maths teacher Tian Hailong.
That's it for today. Class dismissed.
He Xiao has posted a guide.
Who's that?
He is a game master, a pro gamer in the gaming world. He also released a game guide video a few hours ago, but Tanjia had never seen the game he was talking about, and he still watched the guide seriously. Now that the people has come out with the crossover this, everyone realized that the guide given by him might be related to the other world.
He is also one of the travelers. This game is quite special, so I cannot show you the whole video, but please listen to my explanation.
I call the world in which we now live the surface world. I call this game world. The inside world. I'm new to this game, so the information obtained is also limited. There's no hidden weapons information yet. There are currently 3 known career paths of access. The first is to use technology to transform yourself, which can be purchased directly from the mechanical hospital. Mechanical limbs are relatively expensive, and since I haven't found the bugs yet, I can't try them yet. Selling your organs seems to be the easiest way to get money here, but it is not recommended that you try it. The second is to join the Forbidden Inquisition group, who can help you by injecting with a genetic agent and become a new human. However, I have yet to find an NPC for the organization in question, which is rather mysterious. The third known career path is at Prison 18, where you will need to go in and look for an NPC called Li Shudong. This is the career path with the highest known potential.
Is he treating another world like a game? Li Shudong has become an NPC to brush up on his career quests. When I cross over again, will someone really go to Prison 18 to brush up on the line of Li Shudong? The popularity of this Li Shudong in the inner world is indeed very high, to the extent that he Xiao, who was just there, also heard about him.
Why don't you say that buying mechanical limbs requires money, and the taboo tribunal can't find them? Prison 18 might be the right choice, but it's not said how can you get in.
The technique of crossing over was discussed in the classroom for the long time, until a breaking news suddenly appeared in the afternoon that it was as if a dark cloud had enveloped the enthusiasm all the students. A young male, identified as a crossover person, was violently stabbed at his own home. The mechanical legs that had been shown in the original video had been cut off and is nowhere to be found. In a moment, many travelers who ended up share their identity at the heat of the moment began to fear for their death. A part of the group returned with mechanical limbs, fearing that they too might be assassinated. The media received the news and come to a conclusion that the killers might think that killing the travelers might enable them to qualify for being the traveler instead. You've seen the news, I mean, what if? If you're really among those travelers, you might want to be careful, and don't reveal anything publicly.
It's very rare to get a chance to change one's fate, but now it became a game of horror and fright. Why do you think we are both so poor?
When other people's dad is working hard, your dad is playing cards.
What about your dad?
My dad is in prison for playing cards.
Oh yeah. How did he get in anyway?
I reported it, and I hope he's in there reflecting on himself. Even though I doubt it.
Why don't you report my dad too?